Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's video is going to be another shrine run. This time I believe I'm planning to do a Poison Mirley list, although I haven't actually built the deck list yet. So, I've already recorded a Poison Drophus run, which is why I'm not doing Drophus. The other characters that make sense here, I think, are Rue or Mirley. I recorded a run with this, which the original idea of the deck was that it was going to end up being a non-attacking list, but then it ended up being pretty strike heavy. So this is going to be a poison deck. This the question becomes, of course, what cards do we need? So, Infected Focus, obviously. This seems pretty good, potentially, because this card changed relatively recently. It used to be poison based on whether or not the enemy had shield, and now it is just you get 5 poison, 5 more on critical hit. I'm not totally certain if this is the card I want. I think we do want at least 1 Plague Barrier. That's a good source of sturdy and shield. I'm also uncertain if we want Contaminate. Contaminate is flexible, but it's not my favorite thing ever. The other reason to go Rue, of course, is that you get access to the Rue level 7 passive, which is very useful. And that is, I am considering whether I want to go with Rue. We'll start with this. So I think Withering Spray is good. It's also potentially difficult to set up. I do like at least 1 Contaminate, I think. I do like 1 Toxic Cloud, although it's expensive. So for our other things, we are going to need a decent amount of mana for this. I think we want probably 2 focuses and a mana shield, maybe? Let me think. We want to reforge because this is an idle run. Stop being blind. There we go. We do ways to get into hidden. Oh wait, smoke bomb. So preparations. We probably want to cauterize. Trying to think what else we want. We definitely need a tough source, which is probably just going to be Frozen Hide. Although Heroic Vigor is not bad. Heroic Vigor not costing any mana could actually be relevant. Although, and we do have 2 other ways to get sturdy. So Toxic Cloud is the one card I'm kind of worried about being able to play. We are a little low on, so we can actually apply poison in the starting deck with Toxic Cloud, which can be awkward because it's a lot of mana, which makes it difficult to play out before we play out other things. Contaminate. Those are our only 2 that are actually starters. Yeah. I think we probably need 1 poison to darts. Well, that takes us to 14 cards in the starting deck. I think we need it. I'm a little worried. I'm pretty worried about our mana situation. We do have preparations. We'll draw. Reforge gives us a redraw, so that helps a little bit. Mana is going to be a problem. Here we will take both of those. We'll take Pernicious Idol. Precarious Rot isn't technically on theme, but we'll take it anyway. Poison Splash is a little questionable. I think we take it and Infected Strike, but I could end up regretting that. We'll see how all of that goes. For the rest of the card pool, I think we want Spry Vigor, Resourcefulness. Only Shadows is very good, but it's not necessarily on theme. Neither does Mystical Bloom, but I think Mystical Bloom does more for us. We're of course running the cleanses. Thinking through what else we would want. We could take Chaotic Barrier just as a good defensive card, even if it isn't technically on theme. Could also just run another mana card. I don't hate having... Oh, that's the other thing we do. We need Noxious Blend, which applies poison even if it isn't a poison card. Let's see. Benevolent Idol. Is that anything? No. Increasing mana seems okay. So Putrid Infection I really want to try. I haven't really gotten a chance to play with this one yet, because it changed during the beta, and I forgot to add it to my other poison deck. Frenzied Rage could be okay. It's probably better than I give it credit for. We also may just want Peace of Mind. The Purity is useful, but the Adept isn't, though. I think we take Frenzied Rage. So for other cards, if we do want Cultivate, Mind Seed, Predator's Focus is going to be trickier to trip. I'm not sure if I like Weary Concentration here. It's probably okay. Is it better than just having a Shadow Focus, though? I don't know. Like, this is less mana, but it's going to be consistent. We also need, of course, our Cleanse cards. I think Arcane Nova is just amazing. What else? Mental Growth we could probably see using. Like Blessed Strike isn't Calculated Deception, although it is a little bit... Let's see, Smoke Bomb cards. Because we may find ourselves with needing more access to Hidden. Let's see. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Blade Dance for the evasion. What other evasion sources do we have? That's not often going to be evasion, but still good. I really like Face Grace. It's less good if we have Cruelty on. I don't know if we want to deal with Cruelty, though. I go back and forth on how I feel about Sharpened Senses. We'll try it. Okay, I need to add something to Great Shrivels real quick. Not because I'm going to keep it, because I want to use, I believe that should put that. There we go. And then, of course, we need the poison card back. And market-wise, card reward seems okay. That doesn't seem super useful. Extra rest seems fine. Extra recoverable health. Depth 3. Yeah, sure. I mean, hunt cards tend to be very good with Mirley, but I'm fine with not having them. White Flame Idol could be a little annoying. But we don't actually attack in, which is good and bad. We attack in a little bit, I guess. Endurance should be fine. Oh no, White Flame is Purity. We don't want to deal with that Purifying. Let's see if it's active in A3. Yeah, I don't want to deal with White Flame in A3, so Hunger instead. That's funny. So Cruelty is just not actually present, which seems totally okay with me. So Aether Rain seems useless to us. Shadowbone Dragon's okay. I would take a Shadow Breath. Hollow Maw is a danger waiting to happen, but we'll see what we can do. So the thing with Pernicious Idols, we don't have a discard sub-theme, I'm now realizing. But Endurance could help us with that. So we will see how it goes. So I think the mana is the first thing we want to solve. Oh man, and we get a Spider Band right off the bat. We have to take it over a doubling Spyglass, which is painful, but I think we have to just go with that. I'm trying to remember, do any of these, that's, I guess, okay, but not spectacular. Mystic Renewal I have heard amazing things about, so we may just try Path into that. Try to reroll into that. These cards are mostly fine. I always like Arcane Aegis, but yeah, it looks like I don't have a great way to path into it unless I go that route, but then I give up. If I go this route, I can't take this fight. I mean, Devour Strike is also good. Draw Toxin is pretty... Actually, Draw Toxin is pretty good as well, I guess. because it is a cheap draw. So we would need to roll both of these to be unhappy, and then we get to go through 3 elites if we take this route instead of just the one. Yeah. I think I've talked myself into it. Mental respite will wait for another day. So the question is this better than Arcane Aegis? I mean, we also get an idle reward. We're going to do it. We do have to deal with Purity going through Endurance, but I think that's okay. We'll see if that ends up being Hubris. It's definitely relevant that Spider Band makes this enough poison to turn on Plague Barrier. That is a concern I hadn't thought about. Alright, successfully got a critical hit for 1 damage. Which means that we get to do, we just do this several times. Yeah, just split it like that. Alright, that's rude. I want to play that, but I also want to draw, I just want to play the shield. We discard that too, we're fine. So I guess we are just banking on hopefully evading. Right. That'll work. Yeah, there's that Purity, which is annoying. And yeah, mana is a problem. We end at full health, and that's what matters. Early cleansing shield. We're not. Thornberry is one we at least need it against. I do like having a void hardened skin because then we can just hold it until we need it, which is very good. I do like that plus 5% evade chance is great. Seeing that kind of makes me want to hit another idol, but like the odds of getting another evade chance are pretty small. It does give me a chance to Arcane Aegis. I don't really care about either of those cards. The Elite, though, we get a chance to reroll token, which I would like. Actually, we're almost guaranteed to reroll token if we want to go after it, because we can do things. Alright. So that's only applying poison to the front one, but that's okay, I think. But yeah, our poison application to begin with is obviously pretty weak. I think we just do this because Poison Band is giving us +3 every time we play one of those, so that's lethal. Goodbye. I kind of want just another Plague Barrier, although I think Poison Touch represents a lot of potential value. Yeah, once again, Withering Spray causing some problems. And that hand also just overall pretty bad. Absolutely want to get into hidden. Do I play that? Just in case? I don't think so. I think this is more valuable. Because we're not taking any damage this turn, and we have that for next turn. If we need it, and we didn't. Okay. And yeah, now we're good to go. That is lethal. I would like to have an Arcane Nova, but I kind of want to just take the Precarious Draught. But I think Arcane Nova helps a lot in some of these later fights. Does any of this do anything for us? I don't think so. This helps a little bit, technically. And then our upgrade, this upgrade is very good. Trying to think, that's obviously still gonna need 5. This goes down to 4, which I think may be what we need to do. Because I think it's that or upgrading one of the infected focuses. I think being able to play that is the most important thing. Yeah, already getting value out of that. I think I still do play that. And I'm probably gonna take... Oh, I'm definitely taking damage here because I can deal back some of it with the leech. That'll kill you. And then this is much less dangerous now that the backup is gone. Not taking any damage even if we get hit. Alright, this is actually 16 poison right now. Alright. So far, so good. Pernicious Idol I like, even without the ability to discard it. I think it represents a good amount of value because it's just guaranteed poison when we draw it, which sets up other cards. Okay. Rude. I think we just play that out because we have whatever. Yeah, just really need some cleanse. This is just such an awkward pair of draws. That's worth it. Barely. Just because, yeah, getting all of the mana the turn after we drew all of our stuff that wasn't mana. So obviously not really what we are hoping to see. Alright, just sit for now. Okay. Debating. What all could we draw here? Various things. Not sure if that's worth playing. Does this save us more damage than it deals? I think the answer is no. So I think we just want to get out the extra poison. Yeah, so far this fight's obviously going much worse than our others. So we're guaranteed to draw into... Yeah. Alright, we did evade that. Yeah, once again, anytime we draw one of these hands, we're just like we have no, whatever cards. Which hurts a lot. Mana is absolutely a priority here. I mean, the problem is like we have so many priorities, you know. Growth would probably be ideal if we could find it. Yeah. You're slowly getting through this, but it's not pretty. Oh, let's hope we can find that, although I think we just have to eat the damage. So right now it's just kind of to survive the fight. More lead just triggered. Getting so close to actually having lethal here. I think this gets us close to the kill, depending on whether these hit. Okay. So now we just have the Berserk turn to get through, and that took away all the powerful, which helps. I guess we get the leech out. Although we don't, it doesn't tick before the jerk dies. So, as much as I want the catalyst, I think we need the Spry Vigor. That's not actually that useful. I think we just take the artifact energy gain. I kind of think we just kind of need to upgrade Infected Focus. What does this go to now? It's only +2 each. I don't think that's worth it. That is a pretty substantial bonus. Does this get cheaper? No. I think we just need Infected Focus, probably. Yeah. As far as cuts go, I don't know. Poison Darts applying twice is nice, and it is low cost, but it is a little questionable. I think of my cards, that's the one that's doing the least overall. Although it is a starter, and I could regret cutting that. We'll see. Okay. We have exactly enough shield. Alright. I think this kind of has to be what happens. That's a little unfortunate. Helps a little. Not as much as I would like, but a little. Okay, so we have that, which will get rid of the blade. But sequencing here is important. Okay. Alright, this is actually going to work out nice. Oh no, we already drew a precarious draw when I wasn't paying attention. Play that. I think playing this out is important though. I'm going to play that. Oh right, we were overcharged. Now I feel silly. There's one of the shocks gone, but we still have another one. So far we've done a good job of avoiding actually taking damage this fight. I don't know that I even want to play those out. Alright. There goes all of our shield. Okay. We can at least get rid of that. So this does kill you, but it doesn't kill you until after you take your turn, which is less helpful. You're currently... Yeah, I think we go ahead and do that though, so that in case... Fortunately, we got shocked again. Please hit us exactly once. Or nonce, that also is okay. Just have to kill that one. Yeah. Now we're just waiting out the whatever turn. You don't have any damage on the board against us, so we just end turn. I don't know that we can deal with applying that much poison to ourselves. I think we just take the vanish here. More starting mana is nice. I think we just keep moving. This gives us Lucky Charm. This fight heals, but it doesn't. But that's all it does. Trying to think if we want to get this out. If we do, I think it is after we do. Yeah. I do want this one to die more, but because you're actually dead to that. And that was obviously a very bad turn for us in that, like, we don't have whatever. Although we did get, we already saw the, okay, no, we did not see the, all right, there's the Cauterize. So I think we want to play that out first. And I don't think it's worth playing out the Cauterize at that point. I would like to have found some hidden, but just the eternal Mirley problem. You just never find a hidden on turn one. Or don't always find a hidden on turn one if you aren't super deep into it. This is why I was a little worried about only running, you know, a relatively small number of ways to enter hidden. We did that. That was last card in the deck. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, one of the hidden sources was literally the last card in the deck, but. Definitely one of the notes here is, like, applying poison is a lot more effort when you aren't playing Drophus, because Drophus gets to basically cheat. Do we need this shield right now? I don't think we do. Save it, because it can potentially let us discard Pernicious Idol, which is value. Guess it's probably good that we held that out until we got that up. I think something is screwy with how increasing maximum health works. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with it, but I've definitely had it do things that were unexpected a lot of times. Here we go. Dupe and dupe. Dupe and dupe. You're actually dead. This will let us heal for a tiny amount. Alright, that actually gives us, so now we get all the way back up to our max health. I do think we want Noxious Blend. It's another way to get into hidden. It's another way to apply poison. Just all around a good time. This doesn't do anything for us. This is pretty helpful. And we got another Lucky Charm. And we're just going to go here. I don't think we care about any of the Sun cards enough to pass up an event. I don't remember where all the good options are there now. Because used to, I would be running out of mana cards. The bottom option was always good, but that's no longer the case. Okay. Get into hidden. Let's draw my cards. Alright. Root. What do you think? So that'll pop the purity, but it won't help me get more poison. Oh. I don't think we need that yet. So I play this, I'm guaranteed to draw into whatever, which, if I actually play it, I think I'm going to not, because I do want to draw into whatever next turn. I just want to get all of that out. If I get hit by this, it's fine. That's unfortunate. That's also very unfortunate. Maybe we could have played that. The downside to Pernicious Idol being like the bottom part of the deck is that now we have to loop the whole deck to find it again. And then, like, that was a very awkward set of cards to not actually have access to for another full draw through of the deck. Definitely an argument to be made that I should have played the Void Hardened Skin a turn sooner just to ensure that I would be able to get back to it. All right, there's no way for us to get a kill here, which I would want to do so I could force the Reforge out. Make sure that Reforge is in the redraw. I think we just keep trying to dump damage on the boss man. Play out actually both of these, which seems pretty okay. And we are slowly but inexorably moving towards a win. And played it as nothing but good for us because we are not doing raw damage. That, and then that, and then that, and that. Maybe a little overkill. So these don't have Berserk, which is nice. There's a lot of bleed, so we don't really want to play cards this turn. Can I afford to play this? I think so, because it should kill everything. All right. So we made it through that boss largely unscathed. I think we want to take Arcane Silence here. I think the cleanse is what we're looking for. And the AoE Arcane is good. I do want to upgrade that, but I think we are still in the must upgrade mana cards stage of the proceedings. I definitely cannot Cauterize yet. I don't think I can cut Heroic Vigor. We have this for tough, but I don't like having only one source. But at the same time, the other thing is like it's usually a card we can play out. We may cut the Arcane Nova. Do we need it in A2? Maybe not. Into Endurance plus Hunger, we may not need it, thinking about it. Now that we have the Arcane Silence, I think I'm okay with that, just because it is very expensive and mana is a bit of a problem. Okay, so as far as Poison Elites go, we have this one. Noxious Focus and Poison Stinger are both pretty good. I hadn't actually really read, I think, the new Poison Stinger text. That's very good for us, obviously. This fight could be rough, but I think we should be able to manage it. Oh, and there's another, I missed initially. Yeah, so we're definitely going up this right side and just assuming we'll be able to brute force it. Okay, we do get to get into hidden, although we don't get to play poison this turn. Okay, kind of a... We do need more cards that apply poison, probably. Although, that works out. So the question is, do we play this, or do we just get more poison out? We just get more poison out. Yeah, because we have those 2 evasion, which meant that I felt pretty good about our odds of not taking major damage there. I don't really want to try either of those. And we just get to kill that one immediately. Unfortunately, you're going to get to summon. Unless we draw exactly Poison Touch, which I guess it wasn't a reason to... Oh, just kidding. It's fine. This is more poison, but only if it's already poisoned. I think we just take the Vanish. Draw more cards. Sure, we can draw the last card there. Would still like some growth. I think we go ahead and do it like this, even though that's a little awkward, just because that gets us a lot more damage. Ale him out. Okay, this... I think we want to do that. I think we just do that twice. This is very close to this kill. Alright, you're effectively dead. We can just pass turn. Hey, we could even do this again. Just for fun. For old time's sake. I like that a lot, but I don't know if we can afford it. Calculated Deception is great for Idle Stones, and the Idol of Hunger Stone is one of the most important ones to get rid of, I think. That can be useful. I should have just taken the Arcane Leech Trinket, but I like this one as a way to potentially finish off enemies when we need to. I could have gotten the extra mana out there. Not with a ton of damage, but we need damage, so we do get guaranteed evades here, which is nice. Really? There are turns this fight where Cauterize is good, but I maybe should transform it. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just getting damage out here. And I think getting the big one dead is going to be the larger challenge. I think we do a little bit there, though. Right, pretty good evades there. We are also in a pretty good position to pay for Shrivels, which is nice. Kind of wanted that next turn. I guess I could have known that it was coming up next turn and just not played into it, but a lot of this comes down to whether or not we get blown up here. We aren't tough. We could get tough, but next turn we'll be able to play that into Pernicious. Okay, so dodging that's important because it means that now we can afford to play one card here. So we're going to play one card here. And even if we explode here, that's okay. And we didn't. See, the trick is if you tell the game that it's okay if you explode, then the game won't make you explode. Them's the rules. Right, this could draw us into into Insidious, which would be kind of annoying, but. Right. Yeah, still having problems getting this one actually dead. Oh, but misclicking. Oop! There's finally an explosion. Alright, there's a 50-50 shot we draw into what we're looking for here. Oh, I guess that was guaranteed if we do things the right way. So you have Arcane Barrier, which makes it me not super want to play whatever out. Alright, I don't think it's worth playing out for that. Alright, that evade was the important one because we have Arcane detonated off whatever. Okay, so we need to get a bunch of poison to kill off the last one. Okay. There we go. And now it'll actually just die this turn, and that takes away all the powerful so that we don't have to worry about exploding. Okay. Sanctuary. Thank you. Sanctuary is a great safety net for a lot of problems that can show up, especially Maw. Being honest, we mostly want Sanctuary. I totally forgot we had that, didn't I? Yeah. Well, we can take 4 poison here because we are guaranteed to evade these. Powerful is largely useless to us, but whatever. Pretty nice turn here. I think getting into Hidden and then playing Plague Barrier is more important. Or we could do everything and just achieve our wildest dreams. Now we are poisoned, which unfortunately turned into Sanctuary last turn. I'd like to have it right now, but I think I don't need it. I was hoping to draw into Pernicious whatever there, but let's do that. Spider Band actually helps with poison, make Poison Touch a little better. Gives us some Arcane. Let's leave it there. Oh, you have Arcane. Somehow I'd missed that you had permanent Arcane rune. We have +3 status decay though, which helps. I think we don't actually want Calculated Deception this fight. I think that gives us more mana. Although that's probably a little questionable sequencing. I'm not sure it's worth putting those smoke bombs into my list. Just to get out whatever. Yeah, the cleanses are pretty annoying. Is there anything to draw? Probably want to draw. Not this turn. Although that kind of makes me want to just do that to get through it. But definitely feeling the lack of an increasing poison card. I mean, there's a Catalyst, or I guess there's this, but it's just very slow. Especially if you can't consistently discard it. And especially if you're going to get whatever gets healed regularly. At least we get to do that a couple times. We need to do that until it's going to actually close out the fight, I think. definitely the advantage of growth is that building up extra mana, we can always blow extra mana on Cauterize. Is this better than this? This does 15 because of the shocked. This only does, yeah, I think this is better. Pop. It also pops off some of the life steal, which could be worth a little bit of health. There we go. Not a fast fight. Debating between taking this and re-rolling for the other card here. The other card here is... So this is a very amazing poison. This is a very, very good mana card, but this is an amazing... I think this speeds up our kills a decent amount. Does it? See, it's 26 poison. Yeah, I think that's enough to be worthwhile. Especially because we're going into a single target fight. That's useless. That's actively going to sabotage us in this fight. That's useless. Also sabotages us in that fight. Are there any removals we want to make becomes the next question. And I think the answer is no. And we're just going to take this fight and hope it goes well. This is a very unfortunate turn. Yeah, because now we just get frozen. And that cleanse doesn't help us much. That seems pretty bad right now. Don't need that. Thinking through what we're actually going to play this turn. I think it's one of these two. Just not sure which one. I think because of where we're at, it's more important to keep... Because we have the... That helps. Here we arcanely can play a couple more cards. And now I think we can... We're in okay position to turn. Alright. Okay. Oh right, that draws a smoke bomb. I forget it does that. I would have played that out differently if I'd remembered, because I don't want to be holding whatever. Okay. Am I playing this? It doesn't help. So I don't think the answer is yes. I think the answer is no. Oh, right. I was thinking we weren't going to be frozen by the frostbite because I was thinking we were going to get to avoid... Because I was thinking that we had... or I forgot about cruelty. That. So unfortunately, there are runes up, which fortunately we just evaded, so. Alright, we do have criticals, so that is guaranteed to crit. Oh. Sure. I think with that Contaminate there, I'm incentivized to largely save mana. Just doing that in case, because yeah, if this detonates, we really do not want it to. Okay. I think we do want to get back into Hidden, as much as I would like to just spend all our mana on Contaminating. Could do this. That uses up most of the poison, but it does a good chunk of damage right now. Do we think we're going to ever get more than... I'm not sure we will. Especially not with the cleanse. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Purity's annoying, but we can get through it. Yeah, that is fortunately... And that'll get through the rest of it. Joke's on you, we were out of shield already. Fortunately, that showed up right before we ran out of whatever. I kind of feel like I do want to do that. I don't love all this incoming arcane. I do like evading the incoming arcane though. That makes me happy. What are we at on evade chance? Still just 55%, huh? We're still pretty good at it. We are rolling those odds pretty well then. Okay. I could transform that. I'm just not totally convinced it's actually worth it. Because, yeah, being able to do that is nice. I do think transforming that's probably worth it. And we'll go and get that. Mitigate incoming damage. Oop. Pop. And extra shield just in case. Okay, we almost have this. We're now a little bit further away from having this. We're now quite a bit further away from having this. The nice thing here is that this applies two things. So, there we go. Alright. Pulled it off. That doesn't do much for us. This is good. That's a growth source. We really would like to get some growth going. Treasure's great on kill +1. That's irrelevant. Or not amazing, at least. It's not terrible, but... I think we just discard that. This is a very good upgrade. Because this gets us 2 Noxious Bombs. Which means that we get twice as much weak, vulnerable poison, etc. This is okay, but not necessarily amazing. Trying to think. Poison Touch is pretty good. Plus, it's pretty good. That. Do we just need the Arcane Silence Plus, though, since we're going into Maw? And yeah, I think because of the fight we're going into Shadowbone, I think we do want Arcane Silence Plus here. And also, like, I want to be able to cut the Cauterize. I'm not fully sure I can justify it, but I don't like it, so it's gone. Okay, we can get hidden. All right. Doesn't quite get us that kill. There we go. Oh, whoops. I mean, it is still going to be lethal. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I thought. Because I did not actually upgrade the Poison Touch. I just thought about upgrading the Poison Touch. Pretty awkward turn for that. We only got a tiny amount of growth out of it. I think that's lethal. Yep. So far, mostly so good. Cultivate's pretty good. This fight could be a pain. We will see. Okay. I think we do need that because we don't have, whatever. I think we're just going to focus on trying to get damage out on you. I don't know that we need this. Let's draw, and we have a decent amount of mana. Okay. I should have done that first. It's vulnerable. We're looking taking quite a lot of poison damage here. But we have a couple shield cards in the draw pile. That's good. We're still taking a lot of whatever here, but no point playing that. Not a fan of that. Yeah, this turn looks a lot worse once whatever gets done resolving. That applies 26 poison, which makes it very tempting to play it out, but I think we just need to get shield here. Since even with the poison, we are still taking a lot. Or I mean, since even with evades. We can get that out though. Okay, let me think. This just doesn't do enough right now. I think we have to do it. Is this lethal? Yes. And then that was worth it. Okay. Continuing to build that sturdy. Maybe I'll upgrade the poison shield card just because the extra sturdy would be nice. Still with that. Rude. Really not a fan of all the purity. At least gets rid of it. Although, you can come back at any point, I think. Or we can come back once we're... I don't know where in the deck we are as far as whatever is concerned. I'll probably get rid of this even, but yeah, it's just scales up so slowly. Like even with the upgrade, I don't think it's scales up fast enough to be relevant. Okay, there is not cleanse in the draw pile. That's kind of what we're talking about. We're like, the growth lets us stack up extra mana, which we can then cash in kind of all at once for a bunch of value. So yeah, so purity has we definitely have loops, whatever, which means the purity can come back around. Right, we don't have a guaranteed crit on that. Trying to just think through whether or not we could get a guaranteed kill here. Right, that's the kill. We take potentially some damage here, but it's not going to be too much. Okay, yeah, ended up down 1 health. Right, from this one, that's the one I want. Just temporarily lost track of what I was up to. That's not what we're looking for. We don't have enough spells for that to matter. Right? Yeah, I think that's our only spell. Or I guess we have 2, but I don't think that's enough. I think I'm only spend 1 reroll here. That's okay. Does this do 2 damage to any enemy for every rank of poison it has? That seems good. I think I like that one. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it. I think we're going for a Noxious Focus here because we don't want to take too many damaging cards. Kind of trying to... I think that means you're dead in 2 turns. Oh wait, we can just get you now? Which I think is super worth it. Fortunately, this is not an idle fight. Unfortunately, this hand is garbage. We just kind of have to play that because we are super poisoned. Yeah, once we get rolling mana is okay, but hoo boy, until we get rolling mana is a huge concern. I think that's actually kind of worth it because it saves us 6 damage from the burn. And yeah, we just drop some recoverable. So that cleanses us, which is not super relevant. I think this is better because that blows up a powerful on each of them. May just need this shield though. Just get a shield. Fortunately, we only got 3 growth there. Definitely would love some card draw trinkets to help smooth out awkward hands / turns. Also, they are evading, which makes this much less useful. But we can still give out the poison. And like that's still going to apply poison even if it's not going to give out full value. Get rid of, or we can get more sturdy. That's lethal now. Okay. We are at least up to 4 mana a turn. That is progress. Want to play that. Don't think I can justify it. So close. Yeah, we took a lot of damage there because I didn't realize just how poisoned we were, but Noxious Focus is great. That seems like a very, very good upgrade. I mean, it's basically just +2 mana, but I think that's still very good. That's only 6 more poison. I don't think that's worth it. But this is +3 mana, whereas this is only +2 mana. That's only +2 growth. That's not worth it. I am still kind of tempted to just take like a Focus Plus, but I think Noxious Focus Plus is probably where we want to be. It's one of those two. Or that one. This one's +3 mana, but it is also the +3 poison on self, but it is so much mana. I think that wins, just because I think we do need all that mana. I would really like to have some more consistent card draw. Okay. Just trying to think through how we get to 0 mana for this, and the answer was there just wasn't a great way to do that. Okay. Problem is this drops me out of Hidden. I don't think it's worth dropping out of Hidden at this point. That's worth it though. So we are now cursed. But we have a couple ways to get rid of curse. Not as many as I would like, but a couple. Unfortunately, we did not draw Calculated Deception here. I'm just playing that, hoping to find Calculated Deception. No such luck, but we can Sanctuary. Now we are doomed. Maybe we should have spent that upgrade. I was thinking I should have spent the upgrade on the extra sturdy so we can survive these dooms. Because there's a very good chance we are getting, we are eating doom hits here. Not a fan of all that powerful. Yeah, this is just not enough yet. Oof. Not a fan of that either. Could pitch that, just get more poison out. Actually, don't hate that. Do I double cleanse? I might. That gets rid of a decent amount of curse. I think that's worth it. And especially if I'm going to get that kind of luck. Okay, I'm not a fan of that bleed. Hopefully we'll find some cleanse this turn. Oh, that's not cleanse. That's really awkward. Man, we're just not having luck this fight. A number of angles. mean, there's the argument to be made that at some point I have to fess up to the lack of luck being an indication that the deck itself is just bad. Definitely lack of card draw is a bit of an issue. And it's just a slow deck. We just don't have the scaling we need, really. But getting all these freaking turns like this does not help. This is the first Doom proc we got on it. Yeah. We don't want to draw this turn because we want to be able to transform the Insidious Void Stone, which we won't be able to do until this turn. Although we are now stuck eating a Doom proc, which is not something I'm a huge fan of. I think I'd rather reforge rather than... Okay, so we're going to start by reforging this. And then we're going to Sanctuary. And then we're going to eat a Doom proc. Yeah, I think we're toast. Yeah, we just do not have the scaling that we need. Poison, I just honestly do not like Poison right now. I don't think it's well positioned if you're not playing... I don't think raw Poison is good. If you're... Because, like... Inna can usually get there because you're just doing Inna nonsense. But, like... Trying to do straight Poison, you too often end up in like, this position I'm in this game where it's just, like... None of the poison cards generate enough poison. And of course it doesn't help that like this fight in particular is cutting Cauterize was probably a mistake. I underestimated how much whatever this fight was going to generate. How much curse this fight generated. We can at least pitch those two. But yeah, we're just going to die to this curse. Yeah, the problem is like you have to spend so many cards on poison support that just don't do enough to help you with your other problems. Yeah. No, we're just going to die to the curse. Or we're just going to die to getting hit. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. And like that was with Poison Band. Obviously some of that was like my own decisions. But the problem is like we have all these cards that are just need so much setup. And then they... Like, because let's look at them, like Poison Stinger needs setup, or Poison Stinger is setup, but like it doesn't do that much on its own. You know, like Poison Touch is a good payoff. If you've done all the other setup, you have to have all the other setup. Like we didn't end up being able to afford to take a Catalyst, but like maybe we should have forced the like we needed the Arcane Silence, which was what we were kind of offered against the Catalyst, and we needed the Spry Vigor. Like we needed that mana and we needed the whatever. But we also really needed that Catalyst. We just didn't have it. We needed, like, Pernicious Idol wasn't doing that much for us. Maybe that could have gone. Toxic Cloud was weak at least. Contaminate was good when we could afford to use it, but it's just so expensive. Noxious Blend is whatever. Like, I'm not even running, like, Withering Spray. I'm not running that many ways to output poison, but kind of the problem here is, like, it is difficult to find space to output poison. And so you end up in that situation I kind of ended up in where it's like, I cannot afford to apply poison. But because I can't afford to apply poison, I just die. So, because the Bedrophus deck, you know, you can just kind of like storm off with the Poison Blood where you are actually have a scaling into your poison. Because you are building up Poison Blood over by playing out multiple things, which means that like the amount of poison you were getting naturally is going to scale up. Whereas here, the amount of poison we were getting wasn't really scaling upwards, which meant that once we started fighting enemies with a ton of health, we just did not have a good way to get through them. So yeah, that is the run. I could try and refactor this deck and run it again, but I don't think I was... I think the changes that I would make tend to lead me in the direction of this deck is bad and I should just not play. That poison is bad and I don't want to play it, I think is where I'm at with it. Anyway, if you have had better experiences with non-Drophus poison lists, let me know in the comments. Until next time, toodles.